Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
What you got?
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Yellow.
They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Telvin Smith, he was 3rd in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
A very solid gain of 27. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On play action, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
First and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
61, matchbox light.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles escaping the pressure right. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver, his first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now Williams running left. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. A shotgun give to Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now Foles. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check three.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's third down.
180.
Mike 50, huh? Not today, Mark. Not today.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
They'll look to throw here. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Hill on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game's kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Kill. 64, weak.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 76 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, he'll rifle this into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Double dog, that's the way.
13.
2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 15, check 15.
13. You go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Check 53's mine.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Trying to go back to Watkins, and now it's second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Switch.
They start the second half here with Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Mahomes. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Tyreek Hill, 67 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yes.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Shark's got it, left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's good for Jaguars. 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
39-yard line.
15, Mike, 15.
Under. Hey, Zoo.
Here's Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Chris Jones, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Fournette running out of the gun. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Foles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The kick by Lambo is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A beautiful fake. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I don't want to sound old or anything here, partner, but I remember the days in this situation where we just put the ball in the hands of a running back. Now, it could be anyone carrying the football.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now here's Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
At their own 18-yard line.
Be alert, be alert.
I got it. Double time. Hey.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
Girl.
Screen. Watch the screen. He's checking.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. And that's going to be incomplete.
Foles pass. Incomplete on the throwaway.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
At their own 43-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Completes it to Hardman. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
No. What we got? What we got?
He's coming.
X3, 218, chopper.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Fournette.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Defense wins championships, baby.
A very good gain on 1st down, 9 yards on the dump off.
Easy. Go.
A handoff to Fournette. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Yeah, go. Let's go. Water.
They'll drop the throw. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as,
Go.
I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Great.
Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
I'm going to come back to you.
On the handoff, Armstead. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Let's go. Go.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Empties the mic.
Turbo 64.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Let's go.
Back to throw.
Give me something.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Lambeau will put this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And some room to maneuver.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Check 9, check 9.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Wait. Come on, 80.
Watch the slash. Watch the slash.
To throw is Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Mahomes to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The tight end QB11KC was the intended target. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Hey, here we go. I got you. I got you.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Jacksonville, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire